If you're waking up at 2 a.m. to pee and blaming that glass of water you had before bed, you're dead wrong. What I'm about to reveal will completely change how you think about those midnight bathroom trips that are stealing your sleep. Here's something that'll shock you. Nearly 40% of adults over 60 deal with this exact same problem. But here's the kicker. Water intake is just the tip of the iceberg. The real culprits are hiding in plain sight. And once you discover what's really happening inside your body at 2 a.m., you'll never look at nighttime urination the same way again. The 2 a.m. mystery that doctors rarely explain. Ever wonder why it's always around 2 a.m.? It's not a coincidence. Your body has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm, and between 2 to 4 a.m., something fascinating happens. This is when your body hits its deepest fatigue point, the exact same time when everything starts going haywire with your bladder control. Most people experience peak tiredness during these early morning hours, but here's what's really happening. Your body's natural defense system against nighttime urination is at its weakest. It's like your internal security guard falls asleep on the job, leaving the gates wide open. But that's just the beginning of this mystery. The hormone. Your doctor never mentioned. There's a hormone in your body called ADH, antidiuretic hormone, and it's the real puppet master behind your 2 a.m. wake-up calls. This hormone is supposed to work like a night shift supervisor, telling your kidneys to slow down urine production while you sleep. Here's the shocking truth. As you age, your ADH production drops dramatically. Studies show that elderly people often have little to no detectable ADH in their blood during nighttime hours. It's like your body forgets how to concentrate urine when you need it most. Even more disturbing, some people produce normal amounts of ADH, but their bodies become resistant to it, like diabetes, but for your bladder. Your kidneys simply stop listening to the hormone's instructions, leaving you with a full bladder at the worst possible time. This isn't just about getting older. It's about a fundamental breakdown in your body's most basic nighttime programming. The hidden culprits. Sabotaging your sleep. Think it's just about fluids? Think again. Your medicine cabinet might be the real villain here. Blood pressure medications, diabetes drugs, even some allergy pills and asthma medications can turn you into a midnight bathroom marathoner. These medications don't just make you pee more, they actively work against your body's natural rhythm. Diuretics, commonly called water pills, are designed to flush out excess sodium and fluid. But here's what they don't tell you. The effects can last well into the night, hitting you hardest around 2 a.m. when your defenses are down. But there's an even more sinister culprit, that innocent dinner you had hours ago. High-sodium meals create a domino effect that peaks in the middle of the night. Your kidneys work overtime to flush out the excess salt, and guess when they finish the job? Right around 2 a.m. Sleep disorders add another twisted layer to this problem. People with sleep apnea don't just snore. They wake up multiple times without realizing it, and each time they feel compelled to use the bathroom. It's a vicious cycle that most people never connect. The sleep-bladder connection that changes everything. Here's something that'll blow your mind. Sometimes you're not waking up because you need to pee. You're waking up for completely different reasons. Restless legs, hot flashes, anxiety, chronic pain, and then convincing yourself you need the bathroom because you're already awake. This is called behavioral conditioning, and it's more common than you think. Your brain creates a false association between waking up and needing to urinate. Over time, this becomes so automatic that you can't tell the difference between a real urge and a programmed response. Studies reveal that treating the underlying sleep disorder often eliminates the nighttime bathroom trips entirely. The problem wasn't your bladder, it was your sleep quality all along. Even more fascinating, people with untreated sleep apnea have higher rates of nocturia because the constant oxygen disruptions trigger stress hormones that interfere with normal kidney function. Your body literally doesn't know when it's supposed to sleep or stay awake. The heart connection. Nobody talks about your heart health directly impacts your 2 a.m. bathroom schedule, and most people have no idea. When your heart doesn't pump efficiently, fluid builds up in your legs and ankles during the day. You might notice your socks leaving marks or your shoes feeling tighter by evening. Here's the crucial part. When you lie down at night, all that accumulated fluid redistributes back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys interpret this as fluid overload and work overtime to get rid of it. The result? A bladder that fills up faster than it should, right around 2 a.m. This explains why compression socks and elevating your legs during the day can dramatically reduce nighttime urination. You're not treating your bladder, you're managing the fluid redistribution that happens when you sleep. Simple solutions that actually work. Forget everything you've heard about just drinking less water. That's amateur advice that completely misses the real problem and can actually make things worse by leading to dehydration and more concentrated urine that irritates your bladder. The most effective solutions target the root causes, not the symptoms, and the timing strategies are more sophisticated than most people realize. The hydration timing revolution. Stop all fluids 3 hours before bed. But here's the critical part most people miss. You need to front-load your hydration earlier in the day. Drink the majority of your daily fluid intake before 3 p.m. This allows your body to process and eliminate excess water while your hormone systems are still functioning optimally. The compression sock game changer. This is perhaps the most underutilized solution in medicine. Wearing graduated compression socks during the day prevents fluid accumulation in your legs, dramatically reducing the nighttime redistribution that triggers 2 a.m. bathroom trips. The key is using medical-grade compression, 15-20 mm, and wearing them consistently from morning until evening. Strategic leg elevation. Elevate your legs above heart level for 30-60 minutes before bed. This isn't just sitting in a recliner. We're talking about lying flat with your legs propped up on pillows so they're higher than your torso. This technique helps redistribute accumulated fluid before you sleep, reducing the workload on your kidneys during vulnerable nighttime hours. Medication timing mastery. Work with your doctor to optimize when you take medications. Many people don't realize that taking diuretics in the morning instead of evening can eliminate nighttime effects entirely. Blood pressure medications can often be split into morning and evening doses to minimize nighttime disruption. The sodium awareness strategy. Track your sodium intake, especially after 3 p.m. Restaurant meals, processed foods, and even healthy options like soup or crackers can contain enough sodium to trigger delayed kidney response. Aim for less than 500 milliliters of sodium after mid-afternoon. Temperature regulation. Keep your bedroom slightly cool, 65-68 return, and use breathable bedding. Overheating disrupts your natural hormone cycles and can interfere with ADH production. Many people don't realize that hot flashes, night sweats, or even slightly elevated body temperature can contribute to nighttime urination. The pre-sleep bladder protocol. Empty your bladder completely, 30 minutes before bed, then again right before getting into bed. This double voiding technique ensures maximum bladder emptying and can extend the time until your next bathroom need. Red flags you can't ignore. Most nighttime urination is manageable, but certain warning signs demand immediate medical attention. If you're suddenly urinating more than 3 times per night, especially if this is a new pattern, something serious might be developing. Excessive thirst, especially at night, combined with frequent urination could signal diabetes or kidney problems. Don't ignore this combination. It's your body's way of waving a red flag. Painful urination, blood in urine, or inability to completely empty your bladder are emergency signals. These symptoms can indicate infections, blockages, or more serious conditions that worsen without treatment. Here's a simple test you can do at home. Keep a bathroom diary for 3 days. Record what time you go to bed, how many times you wake up to urinate, and how much you actually urinate each time. If you're waking up multiple times but only producing small amounts of urine, the problem likely isn't overproduction. It's bladder storage or sleep quality. The bottom line. Your 2 a.m. bathroom trips aren't just about drinking too much water or getting older. They're a complex interplay of hormones, medications, sleep quality, heart health, and behavioral patterns that most people never fully understand. The real revelation? This simple problem is actually your body's way of telling you something important about your overall health. Those midnight wake-up calls might be the early warning system for issues that go far deeper than your bladder. Instead of just accepting it as part of aging, start paying attention to the patterns. Your body is trying to tell you something. And now you know how to listen.